going to go for a drive now so you can see how quiet the truck is and how the transmission shifts. Once again, this is an Ace transmission. This is probably quarter throttle. I'll try to get where you can see the RPMs. Everyone talks about the transmission shifting rough, but it's just better than my 68 RFE used to, that's for sure. I love the Ace transmission so far. This truck is crazy how quiet it is. You can barely hear the engine at all. I'll turn the exhaust brake on. Exhaust brake's on now. Going down a hill. Another thing that I noticed is different about this truck than my 2012 was, on my 2012, when I would turn the tow haul on, I couldn't tell any difference at all with the transmission shifting, that 68 RFE. But when you turn the tow haul on this truck with the Ace transmission, there's a big difference. It seems like the truck lets the RPMs go higher before it shifts, and it definitely downshifts pretty aggressively when you have the tow haul on. I'll turn it on once I get to the stop sign up here. And I'll show you how the truck slows down with the exhaust brake on and the tow haul on. So I'll turn the tow haul on now. And this is about 1/3 throttle. Transmission shifts smooth as silk. I don't know what everybody else is talking about with this Ace transmission, but I love it. The tow haul's on, so I just let off the throttle. It just downshifted. Now the exhaust brake's back on. Let's see, it just downshifted again. Exhaust brake's back on. And that is with the full exhaust brake on. Now you can turn the automatic exhaust brake on, and it'll actually meter the exhaust brake where you can, it's not as aggressive, it'll come on as it's needed. So I'll turn the exhaust brake on. Now it's on auto. So now I have the exhaust brake on. I'm going down a pretty good hill. The tow haul is on, and the exhaust brake's kicked on pretty good. Now if it was with the full exhaust brake on right there, it would have downshifted, and then the exhaust brake would have come on again, and it's actually trying to stop the truck. But right there, I got to the bottom of that hill and it cut the exhaust brake off. It didn't downshift. And like I said, with the tow haul on, it is a little aggressive on the downshifts, but I do like how it actually makes a difference in the shift pattern with the tow haul on. You can see it'll let the RPMs go higher. See, they're going up around 2,000 RPMs. Now, I just turned the exhaust brake and the tow haul off. Very smooth ride. This truck's steering, I don't know if it was just my old 2012, but this truck's steering takes less effort to turn the wheel than my 2012 was. But on the other hand, I feel like the turning radius of this truck is a little bit wider than my 2012 was. Now, I haven't looked at the actual data, but just from what I've noticed, it seems like this truck does not turn as sharp, but the steering is easier. It takes less effort to turn the steering wheel. This is a 3500, and I'm used to this ride. This ride seems just as nice as the 2500 2012 that I have. I gotta stop here. I'm gonna turn in this neighborhood to turn around. At higher speeds, I feel like this is a pretty smooth truck, but definitely if you're going across the field or a rough parking lot, it does. My phone went off and it cut the video off, but what I was trying to say is at slower speeds, you can feel the bumps pretty good with the leaf springs in the back still, but it doesn't bother me. I mean, maybe other people with, you know, like other things, but the leaf springs, I just like leaf springs better. The things that I like about the truck are, I'm walking back over here, and here comes my dog. Hey Charlie. Hey Charlie. He's a wild one. But my favorite things about this truck is that they changed the W joint on the front drive shaft, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I do love these spotlights. I do love the Apple Carplay. Let's see what else. I wasn't sure if I would like the automatic tailgate where you can hit the buttons, but I'm used to it now and I like it pretty good. I like the Ace transmission, and I absolutely love the LED headlights. And that's about it. The things I've done to the truck, there used to be a sport logo right there that I took off. I actually reverse leveled the back, and I can make another video on how I did that. But the back was sitting way higher than the front, and the front is actually downhill right now, so it still looks like it's sitting way higher. But if you get a tape measure out, the front only sits an inch lower than the back now. I took the Ram badges off the door right here, and I added these high output badges. Cummins high output diesel, because this is a high output truck. It is a 3500, but I'm not 100% sure I'm going to leave those on there. I might take them off. And there was a Laramie badge here, and there was a 4x4 badge there. I took both of them off because the Laramie badge was the only badge on the whole truck that was not chrome. I don't know why they did that. Everything else on the truck was chrome, and the badge was kind of like a dull gray. But I put another high output badge here. Took the sport logo off this side too, of course, and the Ram badge off. That's Charlie again. Gotta get mine. He's a rascal. He's about 9 months old. He's a red heeler. There's my wife walking down there. He's a good dog. He just has a lot of energy. But back to the video. I love the LED lights. The last thing I've done to the truck is I got 35% tint put on the two front windows. Actually, all the way around the truck except the windshield. I did 35%, and it's all high heat reduction ceramic tint. It's not too dark, but that's the legal tint in North Carolina. And then on the inside, down the whole windshield, I got heat reduction clear, and then the strip up here is 20%. And that actually made a big difference with the air conditioning on this truck in the summertime, having all the ceramic heat reduction tinting. The next plans with the truck will be marathon seat covers. And that about wraps up the video.